this video, we're going to be looking at inverse functions. So what is an inverse function and what's the inverse function definition? Well, we can say that f of x and g of y are inverses if f of x equals y implies that g of y equals x. Notice that the x inside the f becomes the x that comes out of the g. And the y, that's the output for the function f, is the input for the function g. So sometimes, rather than calling this g of y, we can call this f inverse of y equals to x. So you'll use this inverse function notation fairly frequently. So what do the graphs of inverses look like? Well, let's say y equals f of x is this top graph right up here. Okay, then its inverse is the graph that you get when you flip y equals f of x over the line y equals x. That's because you're literally swapping the x and the y. For example, take a look at this point right here. This is the point -3, 2. Well, if you look at the inverse function, you're going to notice that the point 2, -3, where literally you've just swapped the x and the y, is on that inverse function. Let's look at another example. How about this one here? This one up here is the point 5, 10. So on the inverse function, you're going to swap them and you're going to get 10, 5. Exactly. So you can see that the inverse function is literally flipped over the line y equals x from the original function and has swapped the x and the y. So how do you find the inverse of a function? Well, first of all, if it has f of x in it, you're going to replace the f of x with the y. So you're going to write this as y equals 3x minus 4 in this example. Then you are going to swap the x and the y. So just like flipping over the line y equals x swaps x and y, well here, algebraically, we're going to do the same thing. So I'm going to physically replace y with the x, replace the x with the y. So x equals 3y minus 4. Now we're going to solve for y. So in this case, I'm going to add 4 to both sides. I get x plus 4 equals 3y. So y is almost by itself. Now I just need to divide both sides by 3. So I get that y equals x plus 4 over 3. My last step is to replace that y I just found with f inverse of x, because we want to put it back into function notation if it was given to us originally in function notation. So you can write this as f inverse of x equals x plus 4 over 3. So that is the inverse of that original function we were given. I hope this was a helpful video. Have a great day.